Addiction Goddess. This is live, and so if you are joining on the playback, welcome. Today we're talking about the true cost of addiction. And so I'm talking to myself right now, but I'm going to give you some numbers. I'm going to do some calculations today. And I'm going to show you, I think it's befitting that today is payday for a lot of folks, Friday. Some folks have direct deposit, so it was already in there Thursday, right? Thursday night. So you got your money. Hopefully you got you some money. You have a way to get some money, because I don't care what anyone tells you. You cannot eat love. You need money to live. You do not have to lie, cheat, steal, scam, or scheme for money. You don't. You shouldn't. If you want to keep the things that you buy with your money, you want to keep your money, you want to keep your life, you want to spread your wealth generationally, being righteous is probably about the only way you can do that, because you don't keep anything, you steal. Okay? Also, procrastination, laziness. There's a place in the Bible where it talks about you can learn a lot from an ant, their work ethic. It also talks about sleep and laziness. I believe it's Proverbs. You should go check it out. It's a pretty good book. Um, let's see. So I want to show you the cost of addiction. Now, you can be addicted to a lot of things. It's not just drugs and alcohol. Some people have addictive personalities. I don't want to get into any too much clinical stuff, because I'm not a clinician of any kind. So I don't want to get too deep into that, but there are some things that they've been studying, and some folks have a higher probability of being addicted to something. Uh-uh. Okay, so I'm going to break down a few. Because what you'll find is many times we have money. We have more than what we need. There's more than enough for people here on this planet, even as we grow. It's just that there's some greedy folks, you know, some sinister, diabolical type people that want something a little bit different. But again, evil doesn't win, so I don't want you to be stressed out about that. Let's do some math. I have my calculator pulled up because I am not a mathematician, nor am I a robot or any type of mathematical. I don't have any supernatural mathematical mind, but I know some folks that can do that stuff. Shout out to you and your brain. Okay, 52 weeks in a year, 52 paychecks, right? 52 paychecks. Some of you guys are on your second check for the month of January. And some people are business owners, so that dynamic is a little different. I'm going to show you your money, whoever you are. If you have some money coming in, I'm going to show you where it's going. So we know it goes to bills. Shout out to all those people with them car payments, man. Woo. I don't know how y'all do that. I don't know how y'all do it. Well, I understand it though. But me personally, it doesn't work for my lifestyle. I do like nice things though. I like those nice vehicles. They're really nice. Um, so when I said addiction, people probably automatically thought drugs and alcohol. I'll tell you, if you drink and smoke cigarettes, and depending on what coast you live on, you are looking at $5,000 to $10,000 a year if this is something that you do consistently. And that's the thing. That's probably why the IRS set that threshold of what you have to report because, you know, even homeless people, even people that don't have like necessarily shelter and things like that, they still do things, rob, steal, beg, panhandle, do odd jobs. They still generate and create, get money. Their motivation for getting that money is something entirely different than the average working person. But you can be a working alcoholic, a working drug addict, a working, obviously, cigarette smoker. But let's get a little bit deeper into this shopping, into this hair, into these nails, and even the guys are into different things with the shoes and the games. Um, I don't want to be mean to no one, but I'm gonna tell you, you probably don't have time to play that game. The little game that I play on my phone, I don't have time to play it. But I play it, it's relaxing. I like the game because you can only play for so long, and then you have to let it rejuvenate, right? Unless you're gonna pay money to make it go faster. And I'm not. I know for sure I'm not. So that way, even when I'm playing it, I can get on off and go on about my business and finish, that little release is good enough. It's a little fighting game, little storing up and stocking up stuff and building things. It's I like the game. I've been playing it for years. Um, I'd rather invest in a nice phone with a lot of storage to be able to play that game than to have a physical game. But there was a time that I was into that stuff. I was into the games. Um, so I'll break that down. I believe I already remember I spent about $3,000, and I want to point out more so the time that I spent. So when I got off of work or out of school, or when I'm at home, instead of either sleeping and getting my rest, straightening and organizing, making my life easier, which I mean not straighten and organize. That's something different. I do that, but instead of even maybe listening to something that I could learn from, I'd play that game. And it well into the night, you know, um, hell, you can incorporate a business. You could write your business plan, run numbers. There's a lot of things that I could have created so many businesses, just in that time that I was playing that game. And the money I could have used that 3 grand, I could have turned that 3 grand into 300,000. But that's what I chose, and especially with my time. The time is the biggest thing, using my time wisely. I could have turned that 3,000 into 300,000, but I did not. Same thing with the nails and the hair and all this. So I began that addiction at around 14 or 15 years old. So the money I got from allowances and gifts and things like that, and even the little entrepreneurial stuff that I did as a child, I would take that money and I'd want my hair. And the great thing is, when you're a kid, your parents still pay for you some. So there's some times where they'll make you use your own money, and then there's times that you still get to keep your money and get the thing that you wanted. So that dynamic is totally different. You turn 18, in my case 17, and you begin paying bills. And if you have a cushion, a family cushion where they're paying bills and they're helping you do all this stuff, um, the college cushion, the reality doesn't set in until that money dries up. Okay? But there are many folks that do not have that cushion, and it is overwhelming. It is overwhelming. So I'll tell you, and it drives you into these other addictions like smoking cigarettes to cope with the stress of all this other stuff. So now you found a trap. This is going to be a trap for you because you're exacerbating your problem. If you begin smoking cigarettes or you smoke a lot of cigarettes, that is, anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000, upwards of 10,000 if you're adding alcohol and drugs, other, weed and all this other crap to it. That's 10 racks a year. I'm telling you straight up. I'm going to tell you because I know I've done my own numbers. If you live on the East Coast, it's higher. West Coast is probably higher of what you're spending. That's your money. Add in your nails. Again, East and West Coast, your cost is going to be higher. So you're talking about 2,800 bucks a year, another $3,000 a year in here. So now we're at 13, 14, $15,000. This is where your savings is. Now you're in, and I'm speaking as a woman now. Now you're in these situations where you live in crappy areas and things like this. Because you don't, your money is not, that money is not stacking up, and you work your ass off probably, or hustle your ass off some type of way. You have money. Obviously, money is coming in because you're buying these things. You're doing these things. So the money is, you have the money. You have it. Um, I studied this literature book for 6 months trying to save money. I read all these different stories. A lot of times I just read a few and get sleepy, some of the poems, and get sleepy and lay my goofy ass down, wake up refreshed super early in the morning, do my workout, uh, made do with my little oatmeal and whatever else I had. And that savings account, instead of Friday blowing, I made it a point to not even spend money on payday. Like, no. It's very difficult in the beginning because you're catching up with bills and everything. Once your mindset changes and you decide that this is something that you want to do, you want to work towards. And I even tell the folks that smoke cigarettes and weed and party and stuff like this, it just cutting it in half. So if you've been spending that much, cut it in half. So that way you still get to do the thing that you want. You still get some of the pleasure that you're seeking there, but you getting to some savings goals. Um, so if you have a teenager, this is something that you can talk to them about, because if you can start working at 14, which I think you can start working at Chick-fil-A at 14, and they live with you, you guys are setting up a savings plan. You can have that child coming out at 18 with 25 racks already saved for themselves, and teaching them self-control and discipline so they don't go blow that shit, teaching them how to be humble so they don't tell everybody about it and be weird, and get set up and all this types of stuff. you know um it really helps, because a lot of people's bad decisions come from some type of financial mishap, and so you need money, and so here you go doing some stupid shit to get it. you know And then once you get money, again, the lack of self-control will have you antsy to go relieve yourself of that money. Instead of sitting down and maybe reading something, it sucks. I know, man, I remember having a studio apartment and, just wanting these things. I want this, I want that, I want some pictures, I want this. And it took me, I'm damn near about to move by the time I got my apartment nice and comfortable. And so now I have to move, a new responsibility. I hadn't moved furniture and things like that, so I had to plan that out. And trust and believe, I've had many mishaps to where I've relapsed in my addiction. I have money, so when I see some sweaters or some jeans, and so instead of just buying maybe two pair, no, I gotta have all the colors. I used to relapse and do little stupid stuff still, but at least I had the money to do the stupid shit. And then I go home and I sit down and I figure out how long it's gonna take me to put that money back, and chill out until I put that money back. Again, I'm not telling you to turn into, a Bible thumping, holy rolling, praying in the house all day, church lady, uh, but maybe, especially with the hair, learning how to manage your own hair. And you can, honey, your hair is supposed to come from your mama hands or some dedicated beautician. Baby, you ain't supposed to really have everybody in your head anyway. People talking about they growing your hair. Grow your own damn hair. Didn't it say grow your own hair, girl. You could do it. You know. Um, I will say quality products are more expensive when you use salon grade shampoo. That's $28 and $38. You don't dump it. You don't dump it the way you do that Pantene and that Walgreens crap. You really be oh, the Wind. This other one that I like. You have to order it from their website. That lasts me almost 6 months, and I have pretty long locks. It's another one. It's a few more, but Paul Mitchell always the go-to. Salon grade products cost more. I will tell you that, but you use less, better quality. Again, even with the clothes, you know, I wouldn't want to have to keep buying. Of course, you got to buy socks and drawers and things like that, but having to buy clothes the way I used to, I just can't even imagine that. Oh, and it really sucked. This is how I knew this is how I knew I was grown. When I didn't have to go buy an outfit to go out, I could just went in my closet and put something nice together, and I could do that a few times. This is when I really felt like I was stepping into womanhood. I really felt powerful in that moment when I didn't have to go run out and try to find something to wear to an event or to this thing that I'm going to. I don't go to many formal events, but um, I'm trying to get to a point where I go out and do more. So I have some shopping to do still. Ain't nothing wrong with shopping. Take shopping away from women. Oh my God, please don't do it. Don't. I just would say make sure you got your shit together. You need your staples. Sometimes you have to sacrifice for your staples because you have to look nice to make money. You want to go to work looking good. You want to look good in situations where opportunities may come your way, and you want to be prepared by, of course, looking well. And it doesn't take a whole lot, um, but you just kind of dedicate yourself to doing that consistently. I've missed opportunities um, because I'm dressed either kiddish or street like I'm in a situation where I'm talking good, the person likes what's coming out of my mouth, but they're looking at me like, you know why do you have on a Dickie suit? I'm young, I'm dumb, I don't realize that you just can't meander through life in gym shoes and backpack. There's a time I didn't even like purses. I wasn't even into purses, and I'm really not now, y'all. I like my book bag because I like to carry weapons. I'm a little bitty old dainty purse. Where I'm gonna put where I'm gonna put all my nunchucks and all my shit I like to take with me. But I don't have to maneuver through city streets anymore, right? So just a firearm is cool. But back then, I'd like to be together, like in case all hell break loose. And look, all hell broke loose. I still wasn't prepared, y'all. So anyway, um, I don't want to tell nobody how to dress. This is really about your finances, where your money go. So today is the day that you can begin this journey. So if you get you a bottle of wine, but if this is your thing, every weekend you buy $30, $40 for wine, right? You buy something to eat, $50. So $50 a week, even if you're just doing it once a week. So now just say, well, what can I do with 25? You have the money. You really for real have the money. It's there. Let's do some math. So I don't know how much are the cigarettes. $10 or so. 10. Hold on. 70 a week. I don't know how much it is for the. I know it's high for y'all East Coast and West Coast folks. Times four. Oh shit, I'm fucking up now, y'all. 70. Oh, it just keep going and going. Hold on, clear. There we go. And all y'all 2, 3 pack a day. Woo-hoo. That's where you. That's where your grandkids' money going. So at $10 a pack, you smoking a pack a day. That's 3,600 or 3,360 a year. Okay. Um, and then let's do times 20 years. So those of you old people that smoke like that, and you ain't even really thinking about your grandkids or your great grandkids, your kids, nothing. I mean, even your retirement. This is some money that could go up, and just think about this money gaining interest and sitting around or whatever. 67,000. Okay. Now let's add in some. So let's see if for y'all Thursday, Friday, Saturday party people, how much is all that smoky smoke stuff? Let's say $25. Okay, let's just say $100 worth of drugs and alcohol for the weekend. Which I know some y'all spend way more than that. I know y'all do. I done watched y'all do it. Mm. So if y'all do that every weekend for 12 months, that's 4,800. Round up 5,000. 5,000 a year on your drinking. So let's do the hair and the nails and all that. I already told y'all because I know from my own personal thing. So it came for me. It came up to about 2,800, 3,000. So the hair, because another thing, the braids and all this, that all expensive weave and all this stuff for the braids and all that. I know for sure mine was about 3,000, and that was 5 years ago or so, 6 years ago or so. So again, about $5,000, $6,000 a year, and I'm like barely 18. So that money coming from my parents, coming from me, that's what I'm spending. So if I'm not spending it, I'm what? I have it, right? So let's just say I couldn't start doing that stuff till I was 16. 16 to 18, that's 10 racks. 18, 19, 20, 21, another 15. So that's $25,000 on hair and nails. By the time I'm 21, I was supposed to have 25,000. Now, thankfully, I caught myself at 18. And again, I still like looking nice. I just refuse to let them ruin my nail beds and put them chemicals. I just started doing my own thing with my nails. But I still love to have my hair deep conditioned and massaged. I love my shoulders. They even do give you a shoulder massage. And that is $60 because I have locks, but I don't let them twist and do my hair or whatever. But I let them give me the deep condition, the hot oil treatments, all of these things. And so instead of doing that, I do that every 3 months or so. And it's more just for the massage and also just socialization as well. Sitting in the shop and not being a recluse. Um, and so I cut that, and thankfully I did catch it. And the good thing is you do if so you can spend the money on something else. You'll figure out a way to spend this money, right? If you don't catch yourself. But I'm telling you that this is money that you have spent in the past, so you have the money. You have it, you know. But we allow folks to uh, put us in this headspace of chasing certain standards and doing certain things. So we allow folks this this thing where you do wanna be fresh, man. You do. You wanna be fresh, man. And I know it's difficult when certain styles of hair, you doing things to try to make yourself look good and you feeling like, I need this thing, right? But a lot of times those hairstyles are making your hair fall out. Like your actual hair. I get if you already have alopecia, you already have some type of thing that you have to deal with, and this is how you make yourself look good. But a lot of folks, they don't have nothing wrong with nothing is wrong with them. Like nothing is wrong with your natural nails. You just probably have to eat healthier to make them stronger, drink more water and things like that. But you will ruin your nail bed if you continue to let them drill and put them chemicals on your nails. I cannot hardly grow any nails. And that's from 16 to 18. That's 2 years of every 2 weeks, the nails and the feet. And even I have problems with my toenails. They're really thin and weird because they were drilling down there too. So, honey, it's just not worth it. You've actually paid someone to ruin you, ruin your hair, even the makeup. And thank God to all them people that's coming out with all their vegan products and adding to our choices, you know. Cause I use a Clinique. I like this Clinique moisture tint, and it's like my favorite. And I watched it go up and up. It used to be $28, then it's $38. Now it's $48. Now it's damn near $60. And I'm just like, I don't care because I'd rather use that than to be trying to chase all these different shades and do stuff. It was just so simple. And I'm telling you, the most simplest shit with having your ass beautiful. We think some crazy stuff. Like, really, it really takes for you to begin to love on yourself. And I hope that you have someone in your life that can love on you, even when the patches is out of your head, even when your edges is gone, when your nails is down to the meat. I done seen young ladies with their nail and they still go, and these people will still glue a nail on to there. And I understand you are self-conscious as hell. That is just horrible. And some folks be nail biters and things like that, and I understand all of that, honey. But you just have to, again, you have to figure out a way to work through that because you're making that situation worse with those false nails. And plus, that's your money. That's where your money at, honey. $2,800 a year. That's if you nails and feet. And again, if you are a super elaborate person, that probably can go up to about $3,500 a year, up to $4,000 a year. We haven't even done the hair yet. The hair, I already, I rolled past this place in the city and saw where they was financing hair. I almost got into a car accident because I'm looking at this and I'm almost about to run into the back of somebody because it flipped me out so hard. I was so tripped out by that. And then a business thing came to my head. Thankfully, one of my homegirls got into that. I was able to touch that industry and see something, learn some things about it. One day I may try to do an interview with her or something and her husband, because it's her and her husband that did it. Um, and she had one in like a suburb, real, real far out in Texas. And then so she comes closer into the city now. But she had her online shit too. She was banging on the online stuff. It's just that she was tired of renting a space. Like the it was cutting into her profit, so her husband decided to buy that entire storage thing. They out there, they doing their thing. I'm telling you, I don't know where all these destitute folks. Anyway, I just whatever. Thumbs up. I hope. Listen, I hope everybody claw their way out of their situation. I wish everybody the best. I'm not trying to rag on nobody. I'm just trying to show you where your money at and how much your addictions cost you. Now, all of y'all soda people. I have a homegirl. Every time she go around somewhere to something, she always buying a soda, and I was curious about that. So those sodas are about sometimes 250. And so if you spend, she spends on average. What did she tell me? Hold on. She spends on average. $10 a day. She spends on average $10 a day doing her gas station thing. But so she doesn't work. She doesn't work and be out and about every day. So the weekend she get. Uh, I forget how she tells me, but I did it. I did the math for her. She spends $3,650 fucking around in the gas station a year. If that is not enough to make you go get a cooler, a Costco membership, and stock your trunk up in whatever cars you drive with stuff, I don't know what will. So if you don't have any self control, once you get the Costco membership, you'll do that, and now you're gonna still spend the 3,600, but now you're just gonna spend it in Costco, and you're gonna be buying a whole bunch of shit going to waste and all this. So when you have an addictive personality, you really have to slow the fuck down and go through life damn near in slow motion, analyzing things, not over analyzing or stressing or worrying about it, but as it comes to money, because these little moves right here, this shit adds up, right? So she does this. She worked at that job and did that stuff for about, I think, 7 years. So we'll do 7. She spent $25,000 gas station hopping and buying chips and fucking stupid shit out the gas station. Most of the time she go in the gas station when she see dudes and stuff out there, she wanna go be in the mix, so she'll ride down on the gas station, but she just buys something every time she do it. So in 7 years she spent 25 racks. And this is the same young lady who is always habitually broke as fuck. Always talking about money. Oh, I need more money, more money. There go her money. She could have 25 racks in the bank if she just sat her ass back and stopped doing that. So once I said that or whatever, I hope she did. I see she is trying to do a breeding thing. I think we're gonna link up when she get her mind right. This young lady needs some counseling. I really can't fuck with her right now. But if she get counseling, we could do the dog thing, because it looked like she's doing her breeder thing. And I've been looking at her reviews. And this is a childhood friend. She let me drive her brand new car. And I had to pretend that I didn't know how to drive for some people to boost, like my uncle, to boost his ego, to boost a few people' ego. I pretended like I didn't know how to drive, like they was teaching me. But she is the original person. Technically, I taught myself how to drive. Technically. But she let me practice. Like, I used to take my dad's car and back it out the driveway, go around the block. I used to do all types of shit and put it right back in the garage exactly how it's supposed to go. But I don't know why I just wanted to drive. I wanted to see if I could do it. I watched their feet and everything. I used to watch their feet. I watched everything. And I technically, because I didn't tell my dad till I was about 20 something. And I asked him, did he ever know? He said no. He said, I'm serious. I never knew. I had tape. Oh my God. It was some elaborate shit that I did to be able to put that car back. I used to mark where the tires was, all types of stuff. Um, the crazy thing is, if I would have ran through that garage and it out the back, I would have been right at my dad's window. He probably would have. Oh, he ain't never whooped me, but he probably would have fucked my ass up that day. He probably would have for real fucked my ass up if I would have ever like ran through. Just the crazy thing is, I've backed into some poles here and there. I've been tailgating, and I've tapped. I tapped some bumpers. I tapped this thing on somebody's truck, tailgating their ass, and but I've not been into anything major, and that just kind of makes me really nervous. Like, can I go all the way through life without having like some major crazy accident? And I try to drive defensively and do everything. And even when I drove raggedy cars, like my biggest thing was, oh my God, I don't want my tire to fall off and some shit, or get a flat tire while I'm going fast. That's another one of my things. So I try to rebuke all that stuff out of my life. I don't even be trying to think about this stuff. But as it pertains to saving money, some of them fears help me save money because I wouldn't go no. I wouldn't like if I had an undependable car. I just drive where I needed to go, and I normally try to work and live in the same vicinity, so I'm never driving super far for work or now school in Chicago. School was crazy because I did have to go from the south side to the north side to school, but and I caught the trains for that. But I moved to a state like Texas is so crazy because it's huge and you got to drive everywhere. So when I lived in Texas, I just chilled out, and even now this is another little place, just you just kind of chill out. Like most stuff is you can work from home, you can do all of the Zoom stuff. Like even before the crazy stuff that was going on in the world, people was utilizing this technology where I am now, and the delivery stuff. It's this is folks. You can pretty much get whatever delivered to you, and I think that's awesome. So it makes me just want to make my home nice. Like I don't want to go and do. And when you go and do is when you spend money. That's when you spend money. You have to be conscious as far as like I'm going to eat at home. I'm going to do these certain things and be a matter of fact about that so you can reach some of your financial goals or whatever. And just think about it like you don't have to stop everything. Like I have an entertainment budget um, for the movies and all that. And sometimes it's just purchasing some type of subscription and still watching it at home, and going to get snacks and whatever. And that's still all part of the entertainment budget. You start factoring in gas and you start factoring in all these other things. And as crazy as the world is, it's not even really worth it. It's not, but $100 is a good little start for entertainment. I'm sorry. And that for me that include wine. That $100 even include my wine. And honey, make that shit work. Cause I remember $300-$400 weekends. Hopping here, Uber, Lyft, this oh my God. It was just and sit up there and struggle and listen to all the people around me struggle. And nobody sits up here and say, even just us, how we were hanging and partying and stuff, nobody sat down and said, let's start a business together. I ain't my type of friends anyway. I shouldn't even been hanging with nobody. I shouldn't even been hanging with them people. Shoot. And then if you okay, getting off work, dinner. Again, this is trying to fit in and have friends and shit. These people don't even like your ass half the time. And I understand socializing, but you need to be picky with your energy, with your time, and with everything. Especially if you got a lot of work to do on yourself. You got anger problems and mood issues and self-control issues. Honey, you don't even have no time to be hanging out. You need to put yourself on punishment. Put your own damn self on punishment. Ground yourself. Go your ass home. Especially when folk ain't even got homes to go to. I bet you all them people ain't got no home to go to. They woulda, coulda, shoulda in their car and them homeless shelters and everything else. They thinking to themselves, if I only would have went harder, if I only would have did this, if I only would have got up and did that, why was I lazy? Why did I spend this? Why did I do this? And so now you in a situation where you fucked up, and you got to take accountability for that. And I just don't want you to have to fall all the way to fuck off to learn this lesson. I don't want you to fall all the way off, and now you come want to learn a lesson. I don't want that to be you, right? So I wanted to show you these numbers. I do have a calculator pulled up. Let's do the shopping, folks, because people think addiction is just drugs. You could be addicted to all types of shit. Oh, let's do the guys, because these guys, they be buying poontang. Now the poontang, these young ladies, I don't know what they tripping now. They tripping. I don't know how much is poontang. Maybe I ain't gonna do that calculation. If I ask my husband, he tell me a number, that'd be and piss me off some too. I know they know though. He better not tell me, and I ain't gonna ask him because he be done told me a number and I'd be mad. Um, the strip club. Okay, so let's think about the strip club people, because I can kind of, I've sold clothes. I know the strip club. I done sold them girls. Them dancer ladies be making money, but the ones that really stack their bread, they don't do drugs. They don't drink. You know, a lot of times they be having regular jobs. I don't know. I'm trying to think of another. Uh, I can't. Let me just tell you how my weekends used to go, and I made pretty good damn money. Um, how I would blow $2,200 a month. I didn't listen. Part of my salary was my rent plus the 2,200. Y'all, I should have been banking on their ass. My goofy ass was shopping like a maniac. Oh, now I want to wear MAC lip. Now I want to wear $38, $48 lip gloss and lipstick now. Now I was buying my lipstick out of Walgreens. I ain't gonna front on that. And then I like the Clinique had one that used to be about 25, and then it went up to something, and I had to quit. Shit. Um, the one from Clinique, it felt made my lips feel velvety, like, and then the color is just like a really light tint. But no, I used to buy the 99 cent Wet and Wild Fire Engine Red lipstick, and then I would pat on a little bit of Vaseline and make it look a little shiny. And the little travel thing of Vaseline, that was my lip regimen. And it was a long time that I didn't even wear mascara because I would wipe my eye and forget I had on makeup and wipe all the shit. All like now I look like a fucking raccoon. And so I had to train myself to begin wearing eye makeup, which I'm happy I did because the little golden tones and stuff that I wear, I get a lot of compliments. And I'm still not good at the makeup thing, so I have to keep it real simple to what I know. I don't have no brow thing. I put a little bit of darkness on my brow and I take my own hand and I rub it through and blend it through and I take a baby wipe and just shape it up. I don't know how to do all the other stuff, but my hair is brown, golden brown. I have golden hair on. My eyebrows are really light. Strange. They're really light. It's almost like my hair is lightening up more. And I'm scared to do the ancestry thing because I don't want folks to have my DNA. They got it already anyway, but I don't want you cross referencing my damn. I don't know what my cousins did. I don't want none of my shit nowhere because they use law enforcement use them registries. That's how they caught the Golden State Killer. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I'm trying to think of trying to think. I know for sure about $300. I didn't party every weekend though. Mm, what was my thing that I like? Okay, so we already know the little fast food and stuff, how that adds up. So let's just do that. Say for instance you spend about $15 a day because you won't make food at home and you work 6 days a week. That's $90 a week. Almost $400 a month. And if you do that for an entire year, you are at 44.40. That's just $15 a day. You thinking in your mind, oh, it's just $15 a day. Oh, it's within my budget. That's damn near $5,000 that you have spent versus when you buy food at home, it starts making your meals and your dishes, $1.50, $1.30, $3 at the most that you've so when you cook at home, you've essentially made yourself $3 a day or $6 a day. You've cut that cost because you bought more. And again, just a small little cooler in your trunk or just a little, little bags of Those Bantu, I think they're called Bantu, where you stack up the lunch thing or whatever. You know, they got all the non-BPH. I mean, you get fancy with it. And yes, initially, oh, Costco. So Costco had this food prep set. It's glass, microwave safe, no plastic to have to deal with. Um, I love the tops too. They fit so well. I never put it in a dishwasher though. I just washed it by hand and put it up. Those were $54, but you get the huge one that you can store actual food in, and then you get all these little ones that you can do for lunch. $54, I'm gonna tell you straight up. So yes, you initially coming into the food prep stuff, you spend a little bit of bread, but over time, we see the number 5 racks. That's just $15, and you know good and well on Friday, people eating good because now they didn't got paid, right? So they gonna spend a little bit more. So we can maybe round that number up to 45, maybe even $5,000 a year. And if you're a career person and you've been working your little job, doing your thing, now, I'm not trying to diminish your job, but working your job. So we'll say $5,000 a year that you spend eating out, on the way to work, eat, lunch crap, and you work that job for 5 years. We know that's 25,000 that you can have. It's not that you're gonna have the 25,000, but you can have at least 10 or 12 of this. You can claw back 10 or 12,000 of this. And this is over 5 years, y'all. So in a year span, you can claw back 2 grand of that money if you get dedicated to another regimen that takes away, you're conscious of, where that money is going. Because you physically have the money, I'm showing you where you spent it. We did the drugs and alcohol, folks that use drugs, alcohol, smoke cigarettes, you looking at them there 10, 15, $20,000 a year that you are spending essentially to kill yourself, right? 25 grand. You have folks that sit up here in these lifestyle. I ain't gonna say 25. We just say 15. We say that's like that little. That's some people $25 here, $10 here, $5 a day, whatever the little cigarette stuff. $15,000 a year. So these people are starting to do this shit at 14, 15 years old. Some even earlier than that. Now they don't have $15,000 then. What are they doing to get the money? They're stealing. They're stealing, robbing, and getting more addicted to the shit. So we know that they're doing the drugs. You have to buy the drugs, and we know that they have money to buy the drugs. As you are older, you working, hopefully you working, some of them still robbing and scamming. And this is where all of this lies and scams and schemes, and this is where all of this evil demonic shit enters. That's why when I see people puffing, when even coffee drinkers, and I'm a coffee drinker, but guess who don't go to Starbucks? Me. I make my own Starbucks at home. Um, 15,000. So we'll say we just gonna say that they started 15. So 15 to 25, they decide to indulge in drugs and alcohol and whatever lean. We ain't even adding in all that lean crap and all the other stuff they do. And so just in a decade, and 15 to 25, it come quick. That's $150,000 that these people have spent to kill themselves. And they've gotten this money. We know for sure they got the money because they used the drugs. They used the alcohol. They used the lean. They did whatever. So they got the money from somewhere. Most of the time it's scams, schemes, selling dope, robbing folks. You may work some jobs, but you know for sure. And if you've been using drugs from 15 to 25, that is 150,000 at least. That is like a low number. So meaning by the time you're 25, you could essentially have 150 racks in the bank because for sure you have the money. You spent it on drugs and alcohol and cigarettes and lean and whatever else. So you have it. The money is there. And you add in a young lady, another is, so you a young lady doing this, you do the drugs, alcohol, but then you still all had the hair and the nails and all this. So in a, from 15 to 25, yours may be 200,000, 230. When you have that guidance, when you have self-control, when you have assistance and helping you get off, get out of these little different traps that you can find yourself in. And I'm not trying to beat you up if this is your situation, but I'm showing you where your money is. And you can smoke all you can cut back on your cigarettes and save some money there. You can cut back on your drinking and save money there. You can cut back on your shopping. You can take the nails and do your own thing. You can do the thing with the hair, but and still have even with the eating. Well, I'm only gonna eat out on Thursday and Friday. You can claw back some of this money, still indulge in your pleasures. I don't condone any drug abuse or whatever, but this is where your money is. And it feels good when that car is smoking. It feels good to pay the payments on time. It feels good to have that money in the bank, have this emergency, and even buy nice things for yourself. It feels good, especially when the stress of you don't have the stress of being broke after, oh well, all this money is a big thing. Once you spend it, you have regret. You actually can enjoy the thing you just spent the money on. You're not sitting up here trying to hustle the money back and all of this, which of course you're going to get that money back. And really the things that you buy, you're investing in yourself. Even the food that you eat, if you're eating food that kills you, then you're the product essentially. So you are doing things to kill the product. That don't even make sense. I mean, talking from a person who's gonna fry some chicken at night, but that's just what you have to do. So instead of eating fried chicken, every other day, we have it once a month or some version of something fried once a month. I really wanted to not, I wanted to get all the way out of the month of January before I fried anything, but that didn't quite work out for us because my brain just took some chicken down. I poured the buttermilk over it. I began marinating in the buttermilk, and I didn't even really think about it. I saw the buttermilk. I'm working with what I have in the house, so I saw I was like, oh, fried chicken. Oh, I got panko, I got flour, and my brain went to frying something, and I could have just really uh, did the lemon on that chicken and rinsed it, and I could have just marinated it um, in some type of barbecue rub, and made some little oven barbecue. I could have did a lot of little things, but that's where my brain went. Um, Now, I don't know why I'm gonna say this, but some people don't know this. I drink buttermilk. I've not had many yeast infections in my life, but you guys, I drink um, buttermilk 2 days before my menstrual and 2 days after, and like small orange juice glasses. I don't know. I don't eat yogurt, so I don't know. It does something. It is hearty. I, I actually like it. I kind of like the taste of buttermilk, y'all. That's kind of weird, but I've noticed that it helps me in that area. Now I do a lot of other things to make sure I'm helped in that area too, but and I've read this. It's not why I started doing it. It's just that it's something that I've always drank buttermilk since I was a little girl, but I don't drink a whole lot of it. And I think too that's probably why I don't ever have any bowel issues or tummy troubles or whatever, and I never have yeast infections. Um, so y'all, I don't know. You can try it. I don't know. Some people, I know everybody on the lactose intolerant thing and blah blah blah, and the calcium and all of that too. I don't quite know how that works. I do take a calcium supplement. Again, I'm trying to repair myself from the years of me getting those nails And I still, to this day, my nails are so weak. Now, here's my other problem. When I clean, I don't put on gloves, y'all. I just get to spraying and cleaning, and the gloves are the furthest thing from my head. I'm gonna try to stop because I don't want old lady hands, and I'm gonna start taking better care. I'm gonna try. I bought all this little hand stuff, and I have it all around, but I never even think about it. And I have gloves. I have some cute little gloves that I could be cleaning in. Got some for the bathroom, some for the kitchen, and some for outdoors. And I take my hand, I just start doing the thing with my bare hands. I never even think about it. Even when I'm wiping the toilet down, I spray it down. I take the paper towel and do the top, come on down to the bottom, come on down to the floor. I just don't even think about it. And I just throw the paper towel away. And then I wash my hands. It's not like I'm sitting there like soaking my hands in bleach. Well, kind of. Because when I do the mildew remover thing, I just spray that stuff and it gets on my hand. I don't know. Anyway, we all got to go up out of here anyway. So I broke down a few. I think the shoes, you guys that's addicted to them shoes, I can understand for the bit from the business standpoint if that's what you're doing it for. I think it's a great business model. You get to rock some shoes, especially if you gently wear them. They're still valuable if you gently wear them. And I don't actually have a problem with it. I was a huge sneakerhead. Huge sneakerhead. I got some good bread off of my sneakers. I don't know what y'all talking about because I wore my stuff very gently and put it up, collected it. So that necessarily doesn't bother me. The one that bothers me the most is the video game one because I remember my thing to that, my addiction to that. It is between the console and the games and this, and they have a lot of stuff online now, but I want to say about 3 grand. And that may be an understatement again. Oh, if we factor in a TV, because some people that's in the game and they have to have this high powered equipment, and now here comes like a couple $100 for the chair and all this, and they're saying, well, I'm buying this so I can relax and do things in my home. I don't have a problem. I'm not trying to knock anyone. I just want to show you the money. And I can't really show you the money because I haven't been into that for some years. So I don't know what the cost of it is now. But if you spent more than 5 grand on the stuff, and I know that people film themselves and they try to generate some income from still playing, but not everyone makes it that way. Like um, not everyone will get money from the Twitch and the streaming themselves playing the games. And again, if it's just a stress reliever and you have good self control and you can say, I'm doing this for 2 hours and then I'm going to go, thumbs up to you. But if you do not have self control and you have an addictive personality, I don't think that that's the best thing to do. You should be addicted to, you should create an addiction to getting your life together and meditating and saving money and chilling out, getting enough rest, eating what you're supposed to do, living maybe a little bit more boring life until you can get control of yourself. And it does take time. I'm still having issues. I told you my brain took me straight to fried chicken without me even, you know, something should have said, "Hey, no, don't fry this chicken, young lady. You're trying to kill your family? Kill your husband? You fried chicken? This is going to have your cholesterol." Just whatever. We walk enough, we exercise enough. I think that we'll be okay. But if we can't eat it next week, now next Friday we can't eat no fried chicken. Next Friday, as a matter of fact, as trying to detox from this, we may have huge salads. It may be a veggie week next week. Speaking of that, I'm trying to think too, because I did buy a bunch of well, that was I know what I'm gonna do with that. I know. I said I was going. Oh, tomorrow or Sunday, I'm making chili, y'all. A little spicy. It's gonna 3 levels of heat. I'm not gonna do 4. I'm just gonna do 3 levels of heat. I do not have any sour cream. Thankfully, it warmed up. It's a little nasty out there today. Put my galosha boots on. Get some sour cream because I'm telling you, I like sour cream. I like a dollop of the sour cream. And really, it's certain dishes, if they don't come together exactly where I want it, or, I don't have all the ingredients, I don't even want it. The oyster crackers, the dollop of sour cream, the pinch of uh, cheddar cheese, all of that has to go on my chili, or I don't even want it. And yes, I have chili with beans because otherwise, to me, chili without beans is just meat soup. And I don't want meat soup, you know. I have corn salsa on the side too, because you still have to have a vegetable. And this is the thing I be watching people do they kids plates up. Y'all don't put how y'all make this plate with no vegetable on there? All this seafood and cheesy uh shrimp, some type of shrimp dip this young lady made. And I thought to myself, well, if you put a little bit of spinach in there, nobody would have knew. It just would have been a little green. I would put some, I'm thinking to myself, I would have put some red pepper in there, uh, chopped up some red bell pepper, put some spinach through there, and some corn too. And I'm thinking to myself, I know them shrimp overcooked and gummy. I don't want no shrimp. I like shrimp and seafood and all that, but I don't want it mixed up with no cheese though. I don't know. It did look good, and I'm probably gonna make it one day. But I just thought to myself, I saw those plates. I mean, not even a corn on a cob around this motherfucker. You ain't had not like nothing. Where is the salad to the side or something? I can't eat a meal without some vegetable. Even I like what is this called? Southwestern omelet with the or no, it's some type of veggie omelet that I like to make with portobello mushrooms, red bell pepper, red onion, and hell, it could be zucchini in there. I could do spinach in there, egg, a little bit of meat. I love that. I'd be full all damn near. If I eat that at 10, 11, I will be full till dinner. I don't eat a whole lot of toast or whatever. I can just eat that and be full. And just a little, even that with like Monterey at the top. Because I really cheddar, I probably can't really mess with that. I don't want that in that type of omelet. I would like a really light, I could even probably do mozzarella cheese in there. I don't like feta cheese except in my salad. I don't like that in nothing cooked or hot. I have no idea. I'm hungry. That's probably why I'm talking about food. I have to get in here and fry this chicken. Somebody asked me about the smell. I will say it's not my. I turn on the fan, and afterwards I take a little bit of water in the dish sink and like a couple caps of pine sol, and I just wipe the cabinets down, wipe the fan, wipe the stove down, and I'll mop with that pine sol, and then spray the Febreze at anything that has cloth. And even if you kind of maybe open a window, maybe burn a candle, and your air purifier, if you have some type of air purifier, you turn all that on. Because I'm not an air fryer person, I still fry in peanut oil, like straight up. But it would be super nice to have a home, and this may happen for us. I've not even thought about it until right now in this moment, but it would be super cool to have a home where maybe the kitchen was detached, because that does bother me too. It permeates through like the whole house, right? Now I love garlic bread. I love the smell of certain foods permeate, but not fried. No. But how I get rid of it though is here's another one. Here's another little home remedy. I just did my one for the young ladies, but here is another one. I half onion, and normally like a cheap ass onion. I don't give a fuck about. Not any of the purple organic ones. Not any of the expensive ones, but maybe the yellow one, maybe a cheap white one. But I will have that. So especially the dishes you don't need a whole lot of onion. And I'll leave it, especially when I fry. I will leave it on the counter Another you can, and it doesn't smell like anything, but it sucks in smells. It sucks in bacteria, and you just throw it away. Same thing with lemons. I put them in my garbage disposal, let it go around for a bit, take them out, pour a little bit of vinegar in there. I don't try to do too much bleach in there because I already have the sanitizer spray that I spray the sink and everything out with, but I do the sink with the lemon, and it smells like you turn the water on. It just smells really good. It might as well have some good smells. Your ass standing there washing dishes. That's I need to maybe do a housewife chronicles. What y'all think? Cause I sit around here and be thinking up all type of little stuff, And you clean, but you'll be amazed. Stuff just gets kind of dusty and dirty, and I like things to be really neat and folded and everything. And the great thing about uh, being a housewife is that you're so this is they love that helpmate word, but what they fail to realize is like you can't really be a helpmate once you done work 12 hours your damn self. And I technically work 12 hours in my own capacity, but if I want to lay down and take a nap, I can't. He cannot, right? So having the things in place and in order for him is really important. So now we kind of run like a really well or oiled machine without because some guys he's like, well, I have to say he ain't that junky. I'm lucky because he's not very junky, and he does like he values things being organized. But I just have to figure out his system, and so we're still figuring out each other's system, but we do help each other in that end. Because honey, having stuff together, it just that way when the stuff is coming, you are ready. You don't have to sit around and oh well, woulda, coulda, wish I coulda, woulda, coulda. I ain't ready. No, if one of your friends say, hey, you want to come invest with me, you have the money. What gotta wait 2 weeks, and I gotta what give me 30 days, give me 90 days. Let me scrape this up. No, the opportunity is there right now. Somebody call you up and say, hey, bro, I found 12 vending machines. They say, buy them all right now. You want to come in on this with me? Cool. You got somebody out there to pick it up? Cool, 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 whatever. And you were ready to pounce on that opportunity. Same thing with being late. When you have your stuff corrected in order, you set your alarm, you get up, you ain't looking and hunting and searching for the crap. You ready. You ready to go get your bread. You ready to go make it happen. And people be like, oh, you sound money hungry. Da, da. Money hungry is when you got to scam and scheme for money. When you a dope fiend or when you addicted to one of these things I just mentioned. That's some shit that I'm not. But I get it because I was there. At one point, you blowing bread. And so the end of the year when you're calculating and doing all this, another great thing that will help you, and it will probably piss you the fuck off, but track everything you spend for a whole year. And that's when I figured out all this stuff. This is where my numbers popped out for me when I began doing that. It's difficult, but you put you a little notebook in your console or your car, one in your purse, one in wherever you at, and you write it every Friday or every day that you choose, the Saturdays that you're chilling out. Go through, tally it up somewhere on the computer on a spreadsheet. Do your January through December and look at those numbers. Those are real numbers. Those are your numbers. That's what you are spending. That's what you are making. And it is important to know that because that way you will know, oh, well, let me go learn a different skill, master that, so I can figure out a way to bring in an extra this or that I need. That I need. Extra money, good, honey. Extra money is good. That's. I don't care what type of job you got. If you throw you up a website, blog, YouTube page, you selling candles, I don't give a damn what you do. Extra money is good. That money, it gets you to your goals faster. It may help you retire earlier if that was one of your goals. Help you buy some of the shit you want to buy, you know? Cause I don't mind nobody no nice stuff. Girl pulled up in a such and such. That's what I call her car now. I call it a such and such. I was like, God damn, girl, see you. That's why. And she, whoo, she grinded in school. She grinded. I'm telling you, she put her head down for a good 6 years. And we both used to look crazy, but I maybe stopped looking crazy a little bit sooner than her. Again, that's where my money was going, trying to not look crazy. She didn't care. She did not care. 4 sweatsuits, 4 sweatsuits, an interview dress, a suit, uh, and by the grace of God, 3 pair of shoes and a coat, a nice coat and a runaround coat, and some hats and gloves. Girl, please, zero. I'm telling you, bean bags, secondhand couch before bed. Cause I don't know. I don't know. Do bed bugs live in cold climates? Cause I've never had bed bugs, but it's they do scare the shit out of me. But I don't. I'm just sitting here thinking about the secondhand couch that I had. This secondhand couch, and I'm trying to convince myself that it's vintage or some stupid shit I said. I did reupholster it though, and I practiced doing that on that couch. But um, and it's not what is it, a love seat? It's not a whole big long couch. I'm trying to think. Now she lived in a really nice area though, but she had her little. I think went to visit her maybe 5 times at when she lived out in the suburbs, and we lost touch for some years. Came back. She had graduated. She was working for like a little firm doing. She didn't know what the hell she was doing, like secretary type work, executive assistant. Then here she's like a director of something, and so we're hanging out, and so obviously we're not talking about work and school. When we're hanging out, we try to laugh and have fun, talk about our dudes we meet, and clothes and sales and shit. So I really wasn't checking for her like that, and she put like this last time we linked up, she pulled up in her such and such. Oh, I was like, girl, tell me now how I open everything and close everything. I don't want to. I'm so proud of her. And she was just so cute. She had, looking good, smelling good, You know how you feel when you fly. Oh, you fly, right? It just you know. You know. Just mm, mm. Clean as the board of health. Yes, yes. Smelling good, feeling good, pocket full of money. And you're such and such. And it really feels good when you worked your ass off. You the times you wanted to go out and the peanut butter jelly sandwiches, that shit feel good. You get up to you go to order whatever you want. Yeah, I want extra shrimp. Yeah, give me some extra this and whatever. You doing what you want to do now because you laid the groundwork, right? When you try to do it the other way, you regret that. Like everything you do, all the money you spending, you regretting, and you scam, scheming, and lying to get it, and doing shit you ain't had no business to get it. So you have all this anxiety, you can't even enjoy this shit. You can tell the difference between people that's enjoying their life, enjoying their money, chilling out, and the folks that know that they have flim flams. you know you can feel the nervousness when you're in a person in a presence, the anxiety, and that is them normally kind of boasting and talking about themselves and being weird and just being extra, all that energy that no one cares about. But yeah, then versus the people, like my homegirl, she was really, really grinding, man. I'm so happy for her. She did her shit. She handled her fucking. She's never said it's not gonna line up right. I don't want to tell her business, whatever, but she's trying to dumb herself down so she can get a guy and seem submissive and humble and all that. And so some guys are really intimidated by successful, like when they can't when they can't brutalize you. Like they want to be able to control you. You know, they want you to be some, not all, I'm sorry. Some guys want you to be destitute. They want to come and rescue you. And when you're successful, you don't really need no whole lot of rescuing. So you have to kind of create things to stroke their ego. Oh, baby, could you come check my now you go pull your shit up to the Audi dealership, to the such and such. You don't need this motherfucker to come check your tires, but you pretend like you do so he can feel manly, right? My car was making a noise. What do you think? Whatever. Just your car ain't making no noise, but you're just trying to make him feel like he helping you do some shit, cause he really can't help you do shit, right? Even and they that really pisses them off. They have entire movements now, cause they are pissed off of how successful some women are. And like it used to be, you go out your dad's home, you go into your you go into your husband's home. It used to be like you may work the little secretary job, or you may clean somewhere, you did little odd whatever you did, you may have made money making pies or cooking or something. But nowadays, you aerospace engineer, nuclear engineer, just like you sitting up here, these women, it's some of these young ladies that are really balled the hell out, even just on the entrepreneurial side, balled out. And you have folks, families, people that set their daughters up to succeed, right? They don't have to sit up here and screw guys for money. And so as much as they complain about that, they actually like that some of these women are really destitute, and so they can come and give you $40 and drink some cheap wine with you and screw you all night and all this stupid shit. And they love those types of, they talk shit about them young ladies, they talk shit about the Section 8 and the project girls and all this, but they like them girls because they get to dominate them. They finally have, because you can't really dominate nobody. She packing straps, she don't need your ass. She really, to tell you the truth, you could just go to the sperm bank, impregnate yourself, have your baby. Do I'm just trying to, we care for you, so this is like why you deal with them crusty feet and that ashy ass. Tell somebody they got to put lotion on, they up there itching and scratching. Some guys are really, I'm like, well, I don't know what house you came up out of, honey. Scratching and shit, talking about, I don't know why I'm itching. Cause you dry, motherfucker, you don't never put on no lotion. Goofy ass. I just is itching. Ugh. Some dudes are straight up trifling too. So they want some type of maid, some type of woman that they can dominate. Well, she ain't gonna leave me because she ain't got enough money and all this type of weird shit. But when that's out the equation, you know, now they try to deal with your loneliness and things like that and prey off of that. But that don't last for long. Women, we wake up, we like, oh, this motherfucker using me, and you have all these situations where these guys are trying to brutalize women, and it's very, very difficult to brutalize someone when they have money. You can brutalize someone when you broke. Like them people sleeping out on the street, they are very, very vulnerable to any crazy motherfucker that want to do shit to them. Oh, I'm gonna come help you and get you food, but it's really poison and shit in there. Or, oh, I'm gonna come help you do this or that, whatever, and I'm gonna lure you here and hurt you. You are in a very, very vulnerable position when you are financially jacked up. You know. And this sugar daddy crap, y'all, listen. I'm not knocking nobody for how you get down, especially if it's consensual. But you gotta understand, this older guy, these guys are older, and they sitting up there, they have been around the way, honey. And you licking all in their mouth, and they licking all where they, and you wondering, oh, how many they done licked? A whole lot. I'm gonna tell you, when you come to my house, I have special cups for outsiders. You drink out that cup, because I'm gonna tell you, I don't care what your ass do. And don't talk about it around me either, because I don't want to hear none of that stupid shit. Tell me about the sales, where you have traveled, what new food you could cook. What you learn new, teach me something new. Preferably something I can make some money off of. Teach me something new. Don't tell me nothing about none of your old man escapades and nasty shit that y'all done did. Okay? Tell me a little bit. Whatever. Just I get some ideas. We got some freak books. Me and my husband, we working through this one book and it's fun. This is the best learning book ever. Might link it in the description when I start my Amazon thing, y'all. I'm gonna start this Amazon affiliate too. If you guys are catching this on the playback, I'm sorry I don't want an hour and 20 minutes, but I had to come and give you something to think about. Like, I hope that you sit back and think about it. I'm not bashing you or roasting you unless you needed it. Unless you need to be roasted, do you need somebody to digitally slap the shit out you and tell you to wake the fuck up and stop smoking. Stop smoking so much. Fuck that weed, girl. Just fuck all that shit. Just chill out. Sober mind. Deal with your fucking issues soberly. Or and please stop drinking that gutter ass shit. Oh, I would take. Okay, so I'm gonna tell this little part. Homegirl, it's her birthday. I say I'm a barbecue for her. She about to come through. I got the barbecue. I done marinated the meat. Uh, I went and got drinks. She didn't have to bring shit but her motherfuckers up. So anyway, she comes and she has a bottle of Paul Masson. And I watched drunks, like pissy alley drunk motherfuckers drink that shit. I like to drink things where I take a shot or two and be good for like an hour or two. Like, I don't want to sit up there and drink no shit. I gotta drink the whole damn bottle to it, stomach and head and everything else hurt. I thought that the so I thought I had scotch, I had some type of VSOP. I tried to, I spent a nice little piece on the liquor, man. I do like Dewar's scotch though. And there was like a drink that I was gonna make. I got all this little shit to make this specific drink. I'm doing the food. She come in with this parmesan. She already drunk. She a little ghetto, so I'm already knowing. I'm trying to get her to get on some classy shit. She just get to pissing me off. Then I start drinking the scotch. And y'all, we got into it. I called her some type of rat bitch or something. Called her a rat ghetto bitch or something. We patched it up. And she said, not everybody is bougie like me. I'm not bougie. My mom lived in the hood like a motherfucker. I done lived in the hood like a motherfucker. By choice and by force. So I don't know. She pissed me off that day with that. I think what probably pissed me off more was the fact that she was drinking that shit. I don't. This other one here is a young lady. She was like sitting. I don't know. I walked past her. She's sitting on the step, and she just like she said something to me. We get to talking, and I look over. She drinking fucking Steel Reserve beer or some shit. And when I think of beer, I think of them specialty beers, and then I start thinking about steak. That's the first thing that Samuel Adams and all that shit, right? And I'm thinking about all the different combinations of them and how they go good with different meats. Like, oh, that go with prime rib. I remember drinking this and having prime rib, or really Budweiser, just straight up Budweiser will have your ass fucked up at a cookout, right? I have drank two or three of them and been jacked up. But it's the combination of that cold beer and the heat. So you drinking that to quench your thirst and you getting a buzz. I can fuck with some Budweiser. I ain't gonna lie. But the other shit, Michelob, all the rest of this should be having me peeing. But I looked at this Steel Reserve, and I'm thinking, what the hell is that? So I made friends with this lady, right? I don't know. This is back when I don't do shit like this no more, y'all. I really don't. But this is back when I did. Just fuck with random ass people. And I still do fuck with random people, technically. but not like how I was doing. So I this lady, she lived down the street. So she comes on down. Um, we dip back out to the store, and so I buy her whatever she drink. I'm a good host, y'all. And I say, oh, I'm gonna check it out, cause I'm thinking maybe she hipped on to something. I've had canned drinks that was good, canned alcohol drinks. This one sunset something, it was good on ice. It was actually really really good. And this was part of the young lady's cooler when we was riding out one time. So we had all our little beverages. And so I'm not gonna say all that canned shit is just gutter. Oh man, that shit did have my stomach hurt now I think about it. Anyway, so we get back to the crib or whatever, and you know, we sitting there chilling, we talking. She see my sewing machine, we talking about that, and she asked me what I go to school for. She's sitting at like my little desk thing, this weird desk, and there was some shit I got out the trash too. It's a sit down desk. This is a thing I had in my house. It's like for the school though. It's a desk and you sit in there. So I give her the glass. She poured when she poured this shit. It was so dark. I was like, what the fuck, you know? And I've seen Guinness. Guinness is dark, but this was, and it smelled. It didn't smell like beer. It smelled like chemicals though. It didn't smell like beer though. It smelled like some type of chemicals. I'm like, damn, I'm mad as hell because the thing that I could have got that I know which was good, which is them smearing off freaking things in a bottle. I don't really just don't like canned shit. I think that's what it is. I don't like shit in a can. So, long story short, we sitting there, we chilling. I've tasted this nasty ass shit. She just getting faded off this shit, talking shit. So then she's like, oh, you want to walk? Now, by now it's dark as fuck. It's like late. It was late when I got there anyway. It was almost 10 o'clock when I was walking up anyway. It's damn near 12 now. She talking about go. I'm like, no, I am. She's like, come on, walk with me. No, 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 no. And then I just, after that meeting that lady, I tried to avoid the shit out of her ass. Like when I used to see her, I would just walk past her. And I would say hello, obviously, and I just walk past her. Like she ask me, oh, you want to do this or that? You want to, oh, let's have a beer, right? I'm thinking this was an older woman. This young lady was my same age. I thought this woman was 40. She was in her early 20s. Just, this was crazy. This young lady was so crazy. Come to find out, she had like two kids and the sister, and it was just, well, it was a whole big ghetto ass mess. But they still were people. Like I wasn't mad at her for whatever. Like I'm not mad at you that you, however your life is or whatever. But damn, it's like at some point you have to want to change. This young lady every single day, she wake up hunting cigarettes, walking all around the neighborhood, and then she'll sit out there in the evening trying to get people to buy her beer. I don't know what she did in between. I don't know how and what. But I just was trying to be a friendly neighbor. We literally lived damn near next door to each other. But I look at that type of situation, I look at it now, it's like, wow, this young lady could have, 10, 12, 15 grand in the bank if she didn't have those habits. And just the time that I've been away in that time span. And this is at the bare minimum. We was talking about like the 5 grand a year. And I can't say she was doing hair and nails. Her hair used to always be all over her head. Her nails for sure wasn't done, and she for sure wasn't stunting on the fashion either. So I don't know. I don't think she was spending no money in that area. I think she just was really addicted to them cigarettes and alcohol and weed and whatever else. So that's 5 or 10 grand a year. That's where her money was going, and that's why she'll continue to stay at that level if she does not break that cycle. I didn't have the knowledge that I have now to even appeal to her to do something different. Anyway, I gotta go. I have to go. Shit, I have to fry this chicken, finish up my work day. I hope you guys enjoyed the beats. Now, I've done a few of these. This is copyright free mix of 2021, and it is coming from Stomp's playlist, which I will link in the description. This Saturday, I'm going to go through like at least the last 10 of my videos, and I will sit and put all of the descriptions, the disclaimers, and everything that I need to do. I should do that right away. I need to quit being lazy on that, but that's what I will do. And I may come back later on to brag, whether or not my chicken was some good, and maybe play some more of this. This was 2 hour. Oh, so this full thing is 3 hours. If you guys want to check it out, so again, it's Stomp's playlist. Let me go ahead and subscribe. All right. Yep. So I do have something to do. Great. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I hope that if you've listened to this before you started spinning your shit, maybe just chill out, yo. Get you an audiobook. And before you do the audiobook, make sure you search it on YouTube to see if it's already there. Okay. Make sure you search it on YouTube because it may already be there for free. But I do like the Audible. They have one more, right? You can listen to something and learn. And it doesn't even have to be learning. Let me take that one out of there. It doesn't have to be learning. It could just be a book that you wanted to read. But technically you're learning. You're consuming that book, whatever that idea was in that book, the message, if it was, or whatever, the entertainment of that book, the author, um, you're helping them by reading their stuff, right? So I'm not saying that you just got to be sitting up here trying to learn 24 hours a day, but listen, 4 hours on the weekend towards programming or something like that, towards what is this other one? Graphic design, all those different things. You can really make money building databases and things like that too. Uh, it helps if you're trying to have some type of online store. Don't let nobody discourage y'all from them online stores neither, because it used to be a time where you did have to kind of be a big wig to go into any type of retail type business. Now, couple grand, you think about, so all of the street folks out there, like the dope folks and street folks, when you think about that dope money, right? $25 or however much dope costs, right? You selling and slanging it, risking your whole life. Why in the hell can't you sell coffee mug? Well, why you can't sit your ass down and sell some fucking clothes or something? And yes, you got your website. The website is great. You set the website out, but you order down your stuff at your discount. That way you get to check the quality, right? You get to check all the quality of everything you featuring on your site, and you hit it to these damn salons and barbershops and things like that. What happened to that old hustle? Now everybody, you just want to rob folks, sell dope, lie, scheme, scam, some type of flim flam scheme, right? What happened to the real hustlers? Like, if I give you 100 nice ass fucking Yankee candles right now, we know that they go for $20 in the store, right? If you ask me for some money and I say I ain't got no money for you, I'm gonna give you 20 Yankee candles. I wish somebody would give me 20. Shit, I don't even hardly need. I need, just whatever. I hate to say I don't need money because I don't want to shut off the spigot. I'm not a money driven type person like that, but in a sense I am, because I do equate everything into these numbers. If you gave me 20 fucking Yankee candles right now, you know, I ask you for some bread and you say, now you selling them out on the street, so you may not be able to get, they gonna think you stole the shit anyway, even if you didn't. But that's $300. So if you are selling 20 Yankee candles a day, you are making $300. If you have 20 of those candles on your website, and then you out and about with 20 of them, and you dedicate 12 hours of your day to selling them fucking candles, which I'm telling you, people love Yankee candles. Okay, even dudes. And Honey, that's $300 a day. You may could get a little soliciting ticket or something, whatever, soliciting. They want you to have some type of permit or something to sell. Well, just go get the permit and sell. Get out there and sell. Because ain't nobody gonna give you prison time for selling fucking candles. You may have to pay a little stupid ass fine or something. And then you got your website. And now when you go lay your ass down, you may sell 12 more candles while you sleep. You have to lay the groundwork for that though. You can even get you some little cards for $20 and just put the actual website on there. Be like, yeah, I'm selling candles. Let me know what else you think I should sell on there. From interacting with people every day like that, you're getting more data about them people. You can ask questions to these people and you could eventually build some type of research firm in regards to retail and you can build off of that. That is I'm listen, I don't know why my brain does that, but it does. It goes all the way to the gusto. It go all the way to the $1 billion. From $20 Yankee candles. And not really 15, because again, they $20 in the store. They might be 24. A lot of these outlets have Yankee outlets, right? So you may want to check to see, but it doesn't matter. You standing right there in front of somebody with a candle is $15. I'll give you two for 25. Boom. That way they like, well, damn, that way I don't have to stop at such and such. Or I've been wanting this. Here you go. Impulse buy. It doesn't matter. You have the 20 candles. I'd rather have 20 fucking Yankee candles than 20 dope rocks or whatever. Meth rocks. Meth. 20 meth things. I don't know. Just 20 lines of coke. I don't know. Just whatever. I would rather have the 20 Yankee candles. Or if you gave me 20 beautiful shirts. I don't care if they were all extra small. If every last one of them shirts was extra small, I would just go out and find all the extra small women and guys. I'd be talking to the guys too. Is your wife petite? Do you have a petite wife? Look, here goes. Just whatever. I would rather have. So you give me 20 beautiful shirts, nice quality. Because you can't get out there and sell bullshit because you're going to ruin your reputation. You want your reputation to be cool because you offering good quality products, services, and ideas. So you get your ass out there 12 hours a day, you're going to make something happen, honey. It's way better. And it's hard to the motherfuckers. It's hard work. It's hard walking up to strange motherfuckers and talking to them. But if you're going to sit up here and sell dope, that's easy. Oh, some dope fiends going to come. Oh, they going to come to me. And I don't have to do no work. Oh, and plus I get to kill people. And plus I don't have to, you won't keep the money. You don't even get all this risk you taking. You don't even get to keep the damn money. Now you got to do all these other drugs to take your mind away from, just it's a big ass cycle. You probably only doing it to get enough money to get the drugs that you really want. Lean or whatever else. And it's just a big ass, stupid ass cycle. At some point you have to break it. I'm not knocking you. I'm not trying to be mean or roast you or whatever unless you need to be fucking roasted. How you gonna keep doing the same shit over and over and then y'all don't even be having nothing? I know some of y'all so-called dope boys. Y'all don't be having shit. Y'all don't be having shit. Stinking. I just hustling. And y'all hoes too. I don't keep it real now. Y'all sugar daddy hoes. Y'all asses is getting um y'all asses is getting some old dude with a whole bunch of diseases. Let's come on, let's keep it real. That's licked all type of behind. And some of y'all kissing all in the mouth. Just whatever. Swallowing this and that. For stuff for the what you're taking in, you don't get to keep it. And I'm happy that y'all consensual and enjoying your life. And I'm not even mad at you. Right? If it's making you happy. And some people do figure out to do something with that money. Some old dude buy you some commercial property, All you had to do was kiss him dead in his mouth after he done licked 50,000 asses all across the United States because he was in the army and he done went over to China and licked that. Oh, girl, just whatever. Hey, can I rent out a spot? Just I'm lying. I want my own commercial property. I don't want to rent no space. I want y'all to do great. I want y'all to be great. Everybody, man. I want you to win like a motherfucker. I want your ass to win. But this is where your money going. This is where your money going. This weekend, you gonna try to numb your pain? What you gonna do? You got your smoke, you got your drink. You about to get faded and call up some no good ass dude that you don't need to be with anyway. Just whatever. I wish you the best. I hope it all work out for you. I hope you snap up out the trance, unhypnotize yourself, and come into yourself, baby. Sit your ass down and learn. Girl, this pipeline, even though all I've built so far is a calculator, I see how powerful this is, right? I can see how much money I will save knowing a programming language and being able to do some of my own work. I still may have to hire folks and get things done because of the learning curve, but even then, I'll know the terminology to where they don't sit up here and play me and overcharge me and shit like this, right? So, I am excited to sit down and learn these things. Any of the business folks, y'all business people starting businesses and all this, I saw some article in entrepreneur.com talking about no more business plans. Honey, ain't there is not gonna be never a time in the never that I'm gonna sit down and not write me a business plan towards something that I'm putting my money to and really sit there and think it out. You're not gonna have me hurrying up doing shit. I'm gonna sit down and write that business plan out and see how feasible it is and really see those numbers on that paper. And that's also what you use to attract other money to you because people get to see that you've sat and thought it out. This is just not some skim scam flim flam you saying out your mouth real quick to unlift somebody out their pockets. You actually have some stuff down on paper where you actually put some thought into this shit. Because I've had to beg for money. I've had to try to get, because, sometimes you can't save quick enough and you want to take advantage of certain opportunities. So you ask other people, hey, you want to invest in me? You want to do this with me? You want to do that with me? And they say, hey, let me see the numbers. Let me see your paperwork. So I don't know where they talking about some business plans is fading out. And that's a whole nother live. I think in 2 hours, y'all, if you listen to this for the whole 2 hours, I hope you cleaned your closet, cleaned your car. Even if you just sat and relaxed and listened to the music and laughed a bit. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. If you're listening to this on the playback, like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment below any of advice that you may have for folks or anything that you can help other people with as far as this journey of trying to recoup that money that we spend and stopping all the consumerism, the things that you do that are low cost or no cost to help you relax and unwind. Um, any suggestions, feel free to leave them. Okay? Like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for listening.